Hi, it's been a long time. Forgive me if I'm speaking quietly. I'm filming very late. And this is a different layout. I'm not showing the table because I don't want to. This is a full moon reading for Libra. Before we get into it, actually, we're just gonna get into it. I really need this reading. I hope you need this reading. I'm really excited for a good purge because Venus also goes direct this Saturday around the same time that the full moon peaks. This is blood. Where did that come from? I'm very confused. Okay. I took some notes for the Libra full moon and I just want to go over them right now so that as we pull cards, I'll be able to kind of talk about them. I think some of it will relate. So because of the Libra full moon, now you can start to see some of your deeper wounds, or sorry. This is a question and I'm going to put it here too. How can you start to see some of your deeper wounds not as problems to be fixed, but rather portals that can lead you into a deeper understanding of yourself and your life journey? I'm also going to have that written down in the description below in case you want to do some like full moon deep thinking questions. So that's one question. And the second is, how can you start to see all of the beautiful ways that your wounds have shaped who you are and led you to where you stand today? Basically, the Libra full moon, in a brief summary of what I read, is kind of about like acceptance. And like the sign of Libra is all about balance. So what I kind of gathered, my interpretation is like finding the balance kind of within yourself. Of like, these are my qualities I like, these are my qualities I don't like. And it's like, instead of looking at your qualities that you don't like and being like, oh, how can I fix this? Which I think a lot of people do, including myself. How can we like have them come together and go, well, this is who I am. This is what made me the way I am. And I'm not perfect, but this is me. I am affirmations. My dad will understand that reference, I think. Those are the two questions. And then this is kind of about the Venus retrograde coming to an end. So Venus may have stirred up things regarding our relationships and the giving and receiving of love in our lives. We may have questioned dynamics or patterns, and we may be breaking cycles that no longer serve us. With the Venus retrograde coming to a close, we should be feeling a sense of new self-realizations. Any necessary healing work should be like, oh, like this is what I need to do. And we may feel a sense of like wisdom and like lessons learned coming this Saturday. Like perhaps like, because Venus went into retrograde March 1st. So since March 1st, maybe you've learned a thing or two about yourself. And it says, my last thing is, with the full moon peaking the same day as Venus going direct, we may ask ourselves what we need to let go of that no longer resides with us. This Venus retrograde has instigated a rebirth. That's it. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm going to get into the full moon reading. That was so tweakier of me, but it's like fine. My hair's a mess. I just showered, by the way. It's whatever. It doesn't matter. The perfect way I am. Spirits, thank you for spending time with us today. Please provide us with clarity, guidance, and love during this reading. Let's go. The first question is, let me uncross my legs. What have I created and manifested since the new moon? These are changes and shifts that have happened within the past few weeks. How far have we come? What shifts have happened since the new moon, spirits? Can you see it now? What shifts have happened since the new moon, spirits? What changes and lessons have we learned? I'll just take that one. We have the Ace of Pentacles. What I'm getting from this is like some lessons we have learned is maybe that like good fortune can come our way. Something we have learned is that if you allow opportunities in, opportunities will come. This card is kind of like the card of new opportunities, and what I'm not really getting like one thing, because this is like things we've learned. I think something maybe you've learned is like the more you allow and like put yourself out there, the more golden tickets will land in your hand. You know what I'm saying? How far have you come? You've come so far to realize that like you can have like the golden ticket. We had talked about that a little bit in a different reading, but you can have everything you desire if you put your mind to it. Hopefully that resonates. Card 2, where am I now? Spirits, where are we now in the process of manifesting our intentions and dreams? This is advice, perspective, or a lesson you can learn right now. Where are we right now, spirits? Where am I at right now? You're kind of waiting for a path to be revealed. I feel like you could even be, sorry, I'm trying to focus it. The moon, focus. There we go. I feel like, so the moon is kind of like a hidden path will soon be revealed. And in terms of like where are you now and a lesson for you to learn right now, high key what I'm getting is like, because something I had heard about this card is like the dog is your calm side and the wolf, coyote or wolf is like your wild side, and you have to find the balance in between both if you're gonna succeed onto the fool's journey and like go on your new path. You know what I'm saying? So in terms of where are you now, advice, perspective, I'm kind of thinking don't make a huge, oh shit, is it focused? I'm kind of getting like take a minute with yourself, and or like high key, like you're at a crossroads. That's kind of what I'm getting, like you're at a crossroads right now, and you're kind of like, you know what you want, you have the end goal, but maybe you're kind of like, oh, I don't know how to get there. I don't know what I need to do in order to make this a reality. You know what I'm saying? And this could be work, relationship, money, goals. I don't know what this is for you, but I'm getting like you're right there, and you just kind of need not like a push or a shove, but you kind of need like, well, with the moon you need to purge, you need to think a little bit more. That's what you need to do. It's been a minute since I've done a reading, so like bear with me here. Spirits, what are we becoming aware of? These are changes we might have started noticing in attitudes or beliefs. Spirits, what have we become aware of in the past few weeks about ourselves? What have we become aware of? What are we becoming aware of? Ooh, that you have stability, that you are your own home, that you are in control of your happiness. High key. This is the Four of Wands, by the way. This is the card of home, stability, and also kind of like representing crossing a finish line. And this is a golden card. This is a happy card. This is also the card of marriage and celebration. So, not saying you got married. It's not what I'm saying. But marriage is like the idea of people coming together. The idea of home is like cozy, stability, trust, warmth. The idea of crossing a finish line brings excitement, joy, the sense of feeling proud, you know, all of those things. And I'm also getting like, this is like a kingdom in the back. This is a sense of community. There's a fruit wreath. This is like coming together. This is wealth. This is, oh my God, what's the word? There's a word I'm thinking regarding like, I want to say fruitfulness, but maybe I'm not, I don't know. This is like good things. What am I becoming aware of? Changes you might start noticing in attitude or belief. I feel like you could be noticing that like you're in control of your reality. You know, kind of what I was just talking about. You know the end goal. You know what you want. And you just have to take steps in that direction. You're gonna get there. If you want it so bad, it's already yours. If it's a desire of yours, the universe and God put it there for a reason. Most of the time. Or it's to learn something. Either way, it's there for a reason. You know, the things you want are not meant to tease. You know, have you ever, I guess I do have something to talk about. Have you ever, like, really had a dream and really wanted something? And you're like, oh, I can't do it because of this. I can't do it because of this. Bitch, what if you just did it? And let me tell you an example. This is like kind of an announcement. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii since I was a kid. I've just always wanted to go, and yeah. So I booked a trip. I'm going at the end of May. And yeah. And I literally, what made me make this decision was I was sitting on my deck in the sun, and I was like, and I kind of got nervous of the idea of like, well, what if I just went? What if I just booked the fucking flight and figured it out? And I was like, damn. And there's other things too where I kind of like look at myself and go, well, what if I just chose a different outcome? What if I just chose to react differently in this particular situation? Like, you can choose your happiness. That's what I'm trying to say. Does it make sense? Am I making sense? Last 3 cards. And then we'll probably do one bonus card for the Venus retrograde. Spirits, what can I surrender? What is no longer serving me? This is a clue of what we can purge and let go of for this full moon. Spirits, what can we let go of? What is no longer serving us? Ace of Wands. This is the card of opportunity. This is the card of new beginnings. This is the card of growth, inspiration, creativity. Did I say creativity already? This is a good card. So in terms of what you can surrender anything that's holding you back from creating. Surrender and let go of anything that's keeping you from opportunities. Let go of anything that is holding you back from new beginnings or inspiration. We want to feel inspired. That's like I don't want to say a human trait, but that's something people crave, I would say, is inspiration. I feel like no one's ever said that. Well, I've never heard anyone say that, but why wouldn't we crave inspiration? Think about the things that are making you feel unmotivated. Think about the things that are keeping you from doing the things you love, and those are the things you need to let go of. Those are the things you need to purge. Spirits, how can we release what is no longer for me? So this is what direction to go in terms of how to release things that are blocking you from new opportunities. Spirits, how can we purge the things that are keeping us from our best life? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna pull another. How can we purge the things that are keeping us from our best life? Bitch. So we have the King of Wands. Ooh, and we have the Nine of Swords. This is the King of Wands. This is the Nine of Swords. I really like both of these cards because I feel like the message is very intense. So the King of Wands is like, and it's crazy because we got this. So this is the innovator. This is the creator. This is the one who is doing the thing. He has the new beginnings. He has the new opportunities. They have all fallen onto his lap and gotten him to this throne. And there is a little salamander here. The salamander represents the ability to rise from the ashes and the ability to overcome any obstacles. So how can I release what no longer for me? Take a look back at how far you've come and realize that you have come so far. Not only that, but you have what it takes. The universe and God do not give anything to you that you cannot handle. They will not give you anything you can't handle. You can rise from the ashes. You can take control of this situation. It's not easy. It won't happen overnight. You can give yourself grace. But you have the power to get these new opportunities, to become the one sitting on the throne. I don't want to say king or queen, but the one who feels abundant, the one who feels satisfied in what you have. But also practice satisfaction and grace when you're not at your end destination. You know what I mean? A little bit random, but. And then with the Nine of Swords, This is the card of worry. This is the card of like staying up all night, anxiety, can't sleep. This is the card of not letting go. This is the card of like you are hanging on to something that is clearly causing you pain. And you need to remember that you can be reborn from the ashes. You can come out of anything. You just need to say so. You need to decide. Take yourself out of this. Get out of here. Get out of here. Stop this. And remember that you're a badass motherfucker and you can overcome any obstacle that God throws at you. You can. It's fucking hard, but you can. This is the last card of the full moon reading. Do I have anything else to say? Anything that's keeping you from rest, you need to let go of. The devil. Do not let bad things be a temptation. I never pull cards from the bottom. Stay focused. Think about, this is like the card of remaining focused. This is like the card of like temptation and like something having you by its neck. Something having you by its neck, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm editing the video and I needed to add something about the devil card. The devil card, why is it not focused? Okay, the devil card, I had heard someone give this representation one time, is that the people in the card have chains around their necks that are very easy for them to take off. And meaning like the devil is like a reminder to stay on the path of freedom and to let go of self-limiting beliefs. Whatever is keeping you down, let it go. Does that make sense? Remember the end goal. This is the end goal. Home, stability, warmth, marriage, celebration, finish line. Stay focused. Don't let anything get in your fucking way. Don't let anything keep you up at night. You have the power to rise from the ashes. You have the power to be anyone you want to be every single day. Last card. What resources will support me as I release spirits? What resources can we use to support us as we release the things that are holding us back? Spirits, what will support us during this full moon period? Bro, the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is like the card of hanging on too tightly to things that we're so afraid to lose. This could be stability, this could be home. This is like the card of being afraid to take risks, in my opinion. Take a risk. I'm not saying you need to throw away your fucking life. I'm not saying that. But what resources will support you? Being able to let go of the things that aren't serving you. That is what will help you. Let it go. Things that you cannot control, let them go. And anything you can control, be mindful and think about that. I don't know what is focusing on. We're gonna do one more card for the Venus retrograde, and then, I mean, we're kind of done. Spirit, do you have anything about the Venus retrograde and how, maybe just like a little card of advice on how we can support ourselves as we are coming to the end of the Venus retrograde? Anything for the Venus retrograde? Should I take all three? Yes. Oh, I flipped my deck the wrong way. Bitch. Okay, so we got the Ten of Pentacles, and for me it's like just what I was talking about. You can get, this is the card of financial abundance, this is the card of wealth, this is the card of richness, this is the card of health, and this is the card of kind of like all your dreams coming true. It doesn't have to be money, but this is like everything you desire. So in terms of the Venus retrograde, if this is what you want, which of course it is, do you want this? No. No, you fucking don't. This is what you want. Strength. Just like I was saying with the King of Wands and the Salamander, you have the strength to overcome any obstacles. If you got through this Venus retrograde, which you did because you're watching this video, unless you die on Friday, that would suck. But you have the power to, I really want to say tame the beast, because that's kind of like what the lion is here, but you have the power to control your actions, your reality. You know, and in one way, this could be two versions of yourself. This is just what I'm thinking. Okay, I don't know. This lion could be like your rambunctious self, your angry self, your defensive self, your untrusting self. You can tame that. You can heal that. You can control it, and you can love the shadow side of yourself. You can love your inner child. You can love the sides of yourself that you maybe don't love so much. Does that kind of make sense? Strength. You're on a journey. This is the Five of Pentacles. This isn't like lost, but this is like you're on another path. And we had the moon earlier, which is like the hidden path will soon be revealed. I think at the end of this week, with the Venus retrograde ending and a lot of retrogrades ending and the full moon and like you doing a purge, you might have a new path be shown to you, or maybe it's already been shown to you. Like maybe you're already on this new path. You know, this is a Venus retrograde cards, so this could be something you've experienced already since March 1st. I think you're going on a trip, not a physical trip, I mean like a journey. You're going in a different direction. This was a great reading. The energy is weird. Actually, it's not weird. I just feel like I really wanted to do a reading and I haven't done it in a while, so I feel bad. But I don't need to feel bad, because I can post whenever the fuck I want. It doesn't matter. But I hope you guys got something from this video. Feel free to leave a comment. I would love to chat about the reading or anything you liked, anything that resonated or maybe didn't resonate. The full moon is on the 12th, I believe. So the energy is active a couple days before and a couple days after. Make your moon water, charge your crystals, do your release ritual. If you need one, you can leave a comment and I'll reply with one, but you can always Google one or do whatever you want. You know, there's really no right or wrong way to do anything. Everything we do is a choice, and that's facts. Until next time, friends, it's been real. Have a great full moon.